Hey everyone, Melly Mel here from Sincerely Creative Mom. Y'all, today we're going to make a really simple fall wreath. So we have an 18-inch oval grapevine. We have some wheat. This is from the At Home store. We have some picks, some pumpkin picks. We have 3 of these. And then we also have a bush that actually came from Hobby Lobby of the Fall Florals. We're going to start with, I have my glue pot warming. It's warm. I'm going to go ahead and take that off so it's ready for us. We're going to start with these long, the long wheat. So there's 2 bundles here. There's 2 bundles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's 3. It doesn't matter. Anyways, they're big and full at the top, okay? So I'm going to let these be our base. I always try to give our wreaths a nice base to lay our fun stuff on top of, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and start that process. I'm going to slide these in here, and then once they're in, I'll go ahead and give us a little glue. Just want this to be a nice little bed for them to lay on. Kind of blends real nicely, and this is a really good coverage. And then we're going to kind of have our breaking point about right here. We're not going to put any ribbon on this. I know that sounds funny. We're not going to put any ribbon. Let me just go in here and give us a little dab. As we fill in. More going on here. I cut the stem earlier, for no particular reason, just I cut it. So I'm going to kind of leave myself a center here that we're going to use for our pumpkins. But right now I'm just filling in the base. I'm just filling in a base, making a nice little bed for all the rest of our stuff to lay on. I'll come down here a little bit. Now I know I left these in long when I came down. I actually might cut this one. So I'm using a stem cutter. It just makes it a lot easier to cut some of these stems that are usually pretty, pretty tough to cut on my hands. Y'all, I am a creative coach inside the creative coaching group. I teach in detail on Thursday nights, along with 5 other coaches. Let's get a nice little glue in there. Now we have 2 left. I want to make sure that I am making these work for me. a nice little spot right in that center. To put all the things we still have to put in there. All right, so the next thing I have, these are super, super cute pumpkin stems. I'm just going to lay them in here for just a second. So I can kind of really see where we're going. I think I'm going to plop them in just like that. I only have 3 of these, so you got to kind of be mindful of, you know, how many you have and what kind of ground you want to cover. With only 3 in this design, I got to make sure that I have enough to fill and balance. This is probably the quote-unquote hard part, to get them in where you want them to go. I'm going to make sure I get right in there, all in there. Now, I did fluff them before I put in the stems. This is a really important part. You want to make sure it kind of covers a lot of ground. So, I have these beautiful florals from the Hobby Lobby. Beautiful florals from the Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to kind of get down in here as best as I can. For this I'm going to use my glue pot. Get a nice glob of glue in there. And push. Bring my little pumpkins out so I can see all of those. But I'm going to really kind of push these in. To fill in the spots. Make sure I don't cover up my pumpkins too much. So instead of using a ribbon, I decided to go with bows in this case. I'm using my floral here as my filler. And those beautiful green leaves that come on. So one thing, not all of the leaves, not all of the stems came with the leaves on the top, such as this. And this one down here isn't push up. So all I did was cut this cutie pie off, pull that one off, and then slide it right up in there. Just like that. And I'm just going to use these as the last thing that goes in and my filler. I want to make sure that looks kind of cohesive. I don't want it to look like there's a hole there. So we're going to be pretty mindful about where we're going. Nice bed of that base looks so pretty. Right in here. Snuggle those in. Oopsie. This one was cut a little short. We're still going to use it. And I think we need one more. And we might be done. Now, because this was such a lush piece, I really wanted to make sure we saw that throughout the whole design. I don't want to lose it. I want it to stay in there, peeking through, nice and rounded. Make sure you can see it all over the whole design. Oops. Cut that a little shorter. I think we're going to come in right through there. Super, super, super simple. Beautiful design. There we go. Just like that. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a heart to follow my page. This is Sincerely Creative Mom. Coach Mel here, or Melly Mel, either is great. I do teach inside a creative coaching group. You can check out more details at creativecoachmel.com. If you want to know when I go live on Facebook, you can always text me, 810-498-2310. I will send you a text when I'm going live or when I have new supplies, a new class, something new. Not a lot of text, I promise, but definitely informational stuff. So that is available as well. Y'all, thanks for joining. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a heart, and I can invite you to like our page when the live is over.